Bulls got the Clippers tonight, and people have asked, the Bulls are dog shit. They've lost five straight. They're barely holding on to a 10 seed, although I think they're going to keep holding on to it because Philly doesn't feel like being serious about anything, really. But people have asked, the Bulls suck. They're not a contender. They're not a serious playoff option. When are you going to stop doing five keys to victory? Because the goal isn't to win. And my response to that is the goal still is to win for the Chicago Bulls. I'm not saying my goal as a fan is for them to win. I'm not saying my goal for them as a fan is for them to make the playoffs or the play-in or anything like that. But for the Bulls themselves, the goal for them is still to win. As long as they are the 10 seed, I'm going to assume that that is their goal to win. So I'm going to keep making the videos, the five keys to victory. So we got the Clippers tonight. Here's the five keys to victory. Key number one, Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey's been dog shit lately, guys. I've been trying to defend Josh Giddey all year. Defended him when the trade happened. I've went through this a million times before. He's 21 years old. He's been a serious contributor on playoff teams before. He's been in a winning environment, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of ways that I use, a lot of justification I use to defend the trade. But Josh Giddey's been dog shit lately. He was bad last night, no points last night. And my thing with Josh Giddey is the shooting splits are not great this month. In January, he's shooting 37% from the field, 36% from three, and he's shooting 87% from the free throw line, but he's not getting to the free throw line. He's averaging 0.8 attempts a game, and that's unacceptable. For Josh Giddey, he's a player where he's good at getting into the paint. He's good at getting to the lane. So if he's not getting to the free throw line, that's a major problem. So I need to see more from Josh Giddey. I need to see him pick his game up. Key number two, Nikola Vucevic versus Ivan Zubac. Zubac is probably the most underrated center in the NBA. He's having a great year, 15 points a game, 12 rebounds a game, 60% from the field. I love centers like Zub. Zub is a guy where you don't need to give him the ball. He doesn't get plays run for him. There's no post-ups for him, nothing like that. He goes and he gets hits. It's going to be off the offensive glass. It's going to be running the rim, setting hard picks, rolling hard to the rim. That's how he gets his points. Those are my type of centers, the low-usage centers. Those are my type of centers. So Vooch, he's got his work cut out for him tonight. He might get bullied a little bit by Zubac. Vooch quietly is not playing that great lately. He had the 40-point game, but his three-point shot has really regressed. For the last 10 games, he's down to 30% shooting from three, and he's shooting like 5 attempts a game in those games. So, I don't know, man. Bulls, we better hope that other teams aren't noticing, that we can still trade him and try to get something for him, that teams are still thinking of him as a stretch five, because quietly he hasn't really been much of a stretch five lately. Key number two, Patrick Williams versus Kawhi Leonard. So, ever since Pat was drafted, he's been compared to Kawhi. Last night, yesterday, there were rumors that Patrick Williams is being made available for trade. Who's going to trade for him? I have no idea, but those are the rumors. And we saw Pat come out with a little bit of spark yesterday. 7 points in the first quarter, 15 for the game. He looked more aggressive than he had in a long time. Can he carry that motivation over? Can he carry that into this game, going against the guy that he is constantly compared to in Kawhi Leonard? We'll see. I would love nothing more than for two strong Patrick Williams games in a row. I don't want to root against Patrick Williams. I'm just saying he's been bad this year. He hasn't lived up to that contract. So if he wants to start playing better, start living up to that contract, that's good for the Bulls. Key number three, Zach LaVine versus James Harden. I feel like James Harden is still thought of as an elite player, and he's not. I hate James Harden. I've hated him his whole career, minus the OKC days. But once he got to Houston and he became heliocentric, and, then he started doing the trade demand stuff, showing up fat, dogging his way out of 3 different stops. Can't stand the dude. But quietly, man, he's not that good anymore, guys. I know he's averaging like 21 points a game, 8 assists. Good for him. He's shooting like 40% from the field. He's shooting 34% from three, I believe. He's getting to the free throw line still. I don't know how refs still fall for that foul baiting bullshit he's been doing for over a decade now, but it's still working for him. But he's averaging 5 turnovers a game too, so he's really not that good. Quietly, Zach LaVine is a much better player than James Harden, but the mainstream NBA fan does not realize that yet. Zach LaVine, you need to come out tonight. LA is a place that you've been rumored forever, whether it's the Clippers or the Lakers. I mean, we could throw Golden State in there. I know it's not LA, but it's still Cali. But either way, man, you've been in those trade rumors with Cali teams for a long time, so we're going to Cali tonight. Need you to show up. And finally, key number 5, play the kids, man. For the love of God, play the kids. The games have been really weird lately. Last night, Buzelis played 17 minutes. Julian Phillips got 4. Night before that, Julian Phillips played 17 minutes. Buzelis got 4. And you're probably thinking, well, Julian Phillips probably didn't show up in those 17 minutes. That's why he only got 4. Nope. He played damn good in those 17 minutes. So it doesn't make sense that he only got 4 in the following game. Billy Donovan, you know, I don't know if he doesn't realize you don't need to play 3 guards at all times. You damn sure don't need to play 4 guards at one time, and he does that a lot. There would be a lot of minutes for both Buzelis and Phillips, and even Patrick Williams. All three of them could be getting 20 to 30 minutes a game if we didn't play so many goddamn guards, if we didn't have 4 guards out there, 3 guards out there at all times. So play the kids, man. Trust the kids. We need their athleticism. We need their energy. We need their hustle. Trust the kids. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, how you feel about the Bulls this season, how you feel about them going forward, and what you think about tonight's game. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to watch tonight. I've watched every Bulls game this year, but it's West Coast. It starts at 9:30 here. I got to get up at 4 in the morning tomorrow. So this is a load management game for your boy. I'm going to pull a Kawhi. I'm going to sit this one out. I might watch a little bit of the first quarter, but chances are, man, I'm getting up at 4 a.m. I'm going to be in bed by 9. So I'm sitting this one out. We'll see how it pans out for him.